What is up, all you worship peoples? Thank you so much for joining me. I'm MydNyte, and I love equipping worship leaders with helpful and encouraging content. And in this video, we're going to be breaking down 3 brand new songs released very recently, 2 of them within this year, 2023, and we're going to be breaking these songs down for you. These are 3 songs to help you kick off the new year. I'm going to be bringing these songs into my rigorous grading system, and we'll be taking a look at these. So stick around, let's get into it. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining me. If these videos are helping you, which is the goal, why don't you give them a like and maybe even subscribe and ring that notification bell so that you don't miss future worship tutorials. Don't forget that I have some sick Praisy Club merch now on MydNyte.com, so head over there to grab a sticker, grab a shirt, grab a pin, and represent your alliance to the Praisy Club. If you're watching this video, you know that you're already in it. So before we dive into this list, keep in mind that I have a tutorial for all 3 of these songs that I am going to show you. So links for the song are down below, and in those videos I break down the chords, the strumming patterns, key and capo placement, breaking down how to play each of these songs. Alright, so we're going to go in order of release date. So that means that the first song on my list is going to be The Praise Is Yours by Matt Redman. This song was released back in November 11th of this past year, 2022, and in typical Matt Redman fashion, it's got some really solid melodies. They're very predictable. The lyrics are so solid. But let's bring this song into my rigorous grading system. It could receive up to 3 check marks, as every song in this video can. Check mark number 1 is to examine whether this song can be played not only in a full band context, which it sounds great, you know, on the recorded, produced version released on Spotify, but could you pull this song off on just an acoustic guitar, and would it carry that same energy and that same vibe? I'm gonna say yes. You know, there is a little bit of trickery, I would say, with the strumming patterns. You really got to get those right, which is something that I break down in the video. Yeah, I think if you get those strumming patterns right, this song is one that you could play on just an acoustic guitar. Not so much on piano, because piano, it's a little harder to get a rhythm on that instrument. I feel like you're gonna at least need some kind of accompaniment with a cajon or djembe or some kind of percussion to kind of keep the song going. Checkmark number 2, would this song be easy for you and your worship team to learn? So you walk into a midweek rehearsal and you give this song like an hour of practice, and you got a wide range of skill sets on your worship team. You know, you got one guy that's been playing for a few months and one guy that's been playing for a couple decades, you know, and you gotta, you know, really judge how long it's gonna take to learn certain songs and really cater your song selection to your worship team. It's something that you gotta take in mind as a worship leader. So, you know, would this song be one that's easy for you and your worship team to learn? I'm gonna say yes. You know, there's a little bit of like rhythmic kind of time, like tempo, you know, trickery in there that you're gonna have to, like, you know, examine and overcome. But for the most part, it's pretty easy to learn, pretty straightforward, really predictable in terms of melodies and lyrics. Very, you know, predictable for whoever's singing the song. But in terms of like instrumentation, you know, I think that your band could get it, and I think that you guys could pull this off and sound great, regardless of whatever their level of experience might be. And then checkmark number 3, is this song congregational? Absolutely. Super easy for you to plug this song into your Sunday morning repertoire and just have it be a great fit for your church. I would say probably for like 99% of churches out there, this would be a great song just to start playing, and your church would receive it and sing it out and really own the song. The next song in our list, if we're going chronologically in order, would be Abba, released by Leland and Gateway Worship. This song was released on January 6th of this year, 2023. This is a slower song, unlike the Praise Is Yours. That one's more of kind of like a mid-tempo song, still has some energy to it. This is a very slow, thoughtful, worshipful, intimate song. You definitely need those in your set list, and you know, it helps to bring these songs in to help the set list breathe a little bit. You know, and to not just be going in every song, but just to slow down. This is definitely one of those songs. An amazing opportunity for reflection and for prayer, for meditation upon the Lord. And it's a beautiful song, and most Leland songs are, man. The melodies are just so well thought out, and they just flow so nice. It's like butter, these melodies, man. Why don't we bring it into my grading system? Checkmark number 1. Once again, you know, could you pull this song off on one instrument? Would it make sense on like a piano or an acoustic guitar? I'm going to say no. All right, not to say, I've said this before, not to say that it couldn't be pulled off on one instrument, because it could. Any song can be played on one instrument. Come on. But I'm just saying, you know, would you be giving this song the best chance to sound great? And I think you wouldn't be by playing it just on one instrument. Sometimes we're in situations where we don't have a choice. Like, you know, you might be at a church where there's 20 people and you're the worship leader, and that's all you got. You just got your guitar, you got your piano, or whatever you're leading on, and you just got to make it happen. But, you know, if you have the choice and if you have the resources, I do think that this song would sound best with some kind of accompaniment to kind of fill in those gaps, you know, to give it that cool vibe. And checkmark number 2, would the song be easy for you and your worship team to learn? I'm going to say no, mainly because of the fact that you're going to have to figure out how you're going to cut this song down. You might play the full version at your church. I definitely wouldn't at mine. This 10-minute song would need to become a 5-minute song. So now I have to figure out, what am I going to cut out? So me as the worship leader, I got to do that work ahead of time, well before rehearsal. I got to let my band know, okay, this is the format that we're playing it in. And because that format doesn't exist anywhere yet online, now we have to go into rehearsal and we got to figure it out together. So it's definitely going to take some work. It's not one of those songs that you can just jump into a midweek rehearsal and bust it out and be ready for Sunday. So no, unfortunately, it doesn't get the easy to learn check mark for me. And number 3, is this song congregational? Absolutely it is. I will say that you're going to have to take into account the learning curve on this one. I don't think it's going to be one of those ones where the church catches on to it like immediately. It's going to take a few Sundays for them to learn this one. And, you know, if you're really passionate about this song, you're going to commit to it. And you're going to say, you know what, I'm okay with that. I'm going to be playing this song for the next 5 years or 3 years or whatever the shelf life might be. So I am totally up for committing to this song and teaching it to my church. Just a quick heads up there, but yes, absolutely, I think this song is congregational. And the third and final song in my list is This Is Our God by Phil Wickham. This song was released on January 13th of this year, and this had some heavy hitter writers on it, man. Not only is Phil Wickham one of the writers, but you also got Stephen Furtick, you got Pat Barrett, you got Brandon Lake, and you can tell from the melody work and the lyrical content, it's just such a great song. So well-rounded. Everything has been fine-tuned. You know, every melody, every lyric has really been well thought out. I had a lot of fun learning this one to teach it to you guys, actually in my last video. Why don't we bring it now into my grading system and see how it does? First check mark, could it be played on one instrument? I think that it could. I think that you could play the song on a piano or on an acoustic guitar. I actually think it'd be really cool acoustic. I'm sure that Phil Wickham is probably going to release an acoustic version of it. But yeah, I think that the melody work is so strong and just really energetic and really powerful that it would kind of like, you know, compensate for any kind of lack of instrumentation. Checkmark number 2, would this song be easy for you and your worship team to learn? I think that it would be. I think that you could walk into a midweek rehearsal and give this song like an hour of practice. and walk into Sunday and be ready for it. The song is so predictable melodically and lyrically and musically that it's just going to be really easy for anybody to really catch on to the song. I think it definitely gets that check mark. And then check mark number 3, it's a really obvious one. But would the song fit in your church on a Sunday morning, in your congregation? Yes, absolutely. This is like the first one, the Praise is Yours by Matt Redman. I feel like the church would catch on really quickly to this one. It would be just like instant. By like the second chorus, they'd be singing it. So yeah, for me, it definitely gets that 3rd check mark. So guys, 3 amazing songs to help you kick off your new year. The Praise is Yours by Matt Redman, an amazing kind of mid-tempo, but still very energetic song. Abba by Leland and Gateway Worship, a very a prayerful, worshipful, slower song, a beautiful song, really. And then you got just a powerhouse of a song, This Is Our God by Phil Wickham. So you have a good range of songs to pick from there, and I hope that this video helps you to kind of decipher, man, maybe I could do one of these songs for the new year and work these into my rotation. If you feel like I'm missing any songs, I would love to hear from you guys. Comment down below with what you think is like, man, this is the song for the new year. I'm so excited to play this song. I really do want to hear from you guys. I want to hear your thoughts because it helps me. Helps me kind of open my eyes to a wider range of material and stuff that's released out there. The worship scene is alive and well, and I love that. People are releasing songs every single day. I'm looking forward to myself recording some new material this year. I've been writing like crazy, and I just love to hear you guys' thoughts on, you gotta listen to this one. So send me your songs, comment down below, and I hope that you guys are just getting super praisy, whatever you're doing, wherever you're serving the Lord, and I will see you guys in the next video.